Welcome back to AgroWorks USA, where the world's most extraordinary farm stories come to life. And today's story might just be the wildest yet. In the heart of China, millions of snakes, including cobras, vipers, and rat snakes, are being bred not in jungles, but in high-tech farms and modern food factories. Raised from egg to adulthood, these snakes are turned into traditional medicines, protein-rich meals, luxury leather, and even snake wine. Yes, China's booming snake farming industry is real and massive. For over 2,000 years, snakes have played a vital role in Chinese medicine, believed to restore vitality and balance. Today, that tradition has evolved into industrial-scale production. In places like Zhangjiakou, over 3 million snakes are bred annually, within just 1 square kilometer, contributing to China's share of over 70% of the world's farmed snakes. Snake farming is no small operation. From incubating eggs in climate-controlled sand to carefully timed feeding regimens, every step is optimized. Once grown, the snakes are transformed into a wide array of products, from meat and healing balms to snakeskin handbags worth thousands. But this isn't just about money. It's a story of culture, tradition, biology, and controversy. In this video, we'll explore how snake farms operate, their role in global markets, and the ethical challenges they raise. From hatching to export, discover how a feared reptile is being reimagined as an economic powerhouse. Stick around, this is one story you won't want to miss. For thousands of years, snakes have held a powerful and symbolic place in Chinese culture. In traditional medicine, they are more than animals. They are healers and symbols of vitality. Ancient texts describe using snake parts from gallbladders to skins to treat ailments like joint pain and skin conditions. This deep-rooted reverence helped pave the way for China's modern snake farming industry. In Taoist philosophy, the snake represents transformation and renewal, shedding its skin as a metaphor for rebirth and longevity. In rural areas, snake wine has been consumed for centuries to boost male vitality and improve blood flow, still believed today to nourish the yin and invigorate the yang. As China industrialized in the 1980s and 90s, snake farming evolved from tradition to enterprise. Farmers in provinces like Zhejiang and Hunan began breeding snakes to meet rising demand for medicine food and exotic products. What was once a rural custom became a structured agricultural system. The village of Zhangjiakou, now famously known as Snake Village, stands as a symbol of this evolution. Formerly reliant on rice farming and fishing, its residents turned to snake breeding as their main livelihood. Traditional knowledge merged with modern techniques, blending folklore with science. Today, snake farming is more than just business. It represents a centuries-old cultural bond with reptiles, one that connects health belief and economic resilience. In modern farms, this ancient relationship finds new life, turning tradition into a thriving, if controversial, industry. In the heart of China's booming snake farming industry lies a remarkable breeding system that blends ancient wisdom with practical efficiency. Rather than relying on high-tech incubators, many Chinese farmers use a traditional nature-based approach that has proven both sustainable and productive. During the breeding season, female snakes are introduced to males under controlled conditions to minimize aggression. After mating, each female lays up to 50 eggs. Instead of machines, farmers bury the eggs in moist sand, rich in organic material, and excellent at retaining warmth and humidity. This method mimics natural nests, keeping the temperature at 28-30 degrees C and humidity around 80 to 90%, creating an ideal environment for embryonic development. With routine monitoring, hatch rates can exceed 90%. Roughly 2 months later, baby snakes, fragile but already defensive, begin to emerge. Each hatchling is transferred to an individual enclosure made of plastic or brick to reduce stress and avoid territorial behavior. These pens are shaded, ventilated, and lined with smooth surfaces to protect their delicate skin. Conditions inside are tightly controlled with temperature and humidity levels adjusted to mirror their native habitat. Feeding begins a few days post-hatch. Venomous species like cobras or vipers are fed frogs or baby mice using long tongs, while non-venomous snakes receive strips of meat or fish. Feeding occurs every 10-14 days to align with their natural cycles. Caretakers observe each snake's response. Any refusal to eat could signal illness or environmental stress. In such cases, snakes are moved to isolation for treatment, often using simple remedies rather than pharmaceuticals. Hygiene is critical. Water bowls are changed daily, and pens are sanitized regularly to prevent disease. With minimal use of antibiotics, cleanliness becomes the primary line of defense. What sets Chinese farms apart is their ability to scale this system while preserving individualized care. Even large facilities maintain hands-on routines, ensuring a healthy, high-value population ready for the next stage of production. Before we dive into the next section, hit the like button. If you're impressed by China's snake farming techniques, or comment the number 1 if you'd love to visit one of these farms someday. Also, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell so you never miss out on the wonders of the agricultural world on your next journey with AgroWorks USA. Once snakes reach market size, typically after several months of carefully monitored feeding, controlled temperature environments, and strict health supervision, the next phase begins: industrial processing. This is where snake farming turns into culinary commerce, supplying restaurants, traditional medicine shops, and exotic meat markets across China and beyond. At licensed food processing facilities, the procedure starts with humane harvesting. Workers trained in reptile handling wear full protective gear, gloves, face shields, and sometimes bite-resistant clothing. Using long-handled tongs and restraining tools, they gently remove the snakes from their pens. Stress reduction during this stage is crucial, not only to protect the handlers, but also to preserve meat quality. Stressed animals can release hormones that toughen the meat or affect its flavor. Once restrained, the snakes are stunned using electric shock or cold-induced sedation. The slaughter is swift and performed under sanitary conditions. The animals are then thoroughly washed, and their skins are removed using a combination of manual and mechanical techniques. The skins are preserved separately for the fashion or medicinal industries. Meanwhile, the carcasses go through detailed butchering. Automatic knives and deboning tools are calibrated to snake anatomy, allowing for precise cuts with minimal waste. In premium species such as the king cobra or Chinese rat snake, great care is taken to preserve the texture of the lean meat. Fat is trimmed and connective tissues are removed to create clean fillets or cuts. Each anatomical section serves a purpose: tenderloin-style fillets for upscale dishes, bone-in pieces for spicy hot pot or grilled skewers, and ground meat for medicinal soups or dumpling fillings. Snake meat is high in protein, averaging 27 to 29 grams per 100 grams serving, and is praised for being low in fat while rich in calcium, phosphorus, iron, and magnesium. Sanitation is paramount. Workers undergo routine health checks, equipment is sterilized after every batch, and meat is vacuum sealed, labeled by species and origin, and kept under precise temperature control before being distributed. In high-end dining spots, snake dishes are often presented with flair, stir-fried with ginger and scallions slow braised with medicinal herbs, or served sizzling over open flame. Far from its wild, dangerous image, the snake, through this meticulous process, becomes a symbol of nourishment, resilience, and culinary heritage. Ultimately, snake meat processing in China represents a unique intersection of traditional beliefs, modern hygiene standards, and global market demand, transforming reptiles into refined, regulated food products. Beyond cuisine, snakes hold a revered place in China's centuries-old traditions of medicine and spiritual wellness. Nowhere is this more evident than in the production of snake wine and traditional medicinal remedies, which have transformed venomous reptiles into lucrative cultural commodities. Snake wine, a striking visual of coiled serpents submerged in rice liquor, is believed to enhance vitality, relieve joint pain, and balance internal energy. Every year, over 3 million units of snake wine are sold in China, not only to locals, but also to curious tourists and export markets fascinated by the exotic product. The process is meticulous. Only healthy snakes are selected. The wine is brewed under controlled conditions, and the bottles are sealed for months to absorb maximum potency. But the value of snakes in traditional medicine goes far beyond wine. Their gallbladders, bones, skins, and venoms are prized for treating a range of ailments, from skin conditions and arthritis to inflammation and circulatory issues. In rural clinics and urban pharmacies alike, powdered snake parts are sold as supplements, ointments, and teas. Some remedies even date back to ancient texts over 2,000 years old. This cultural demand has created a stable market for snake-derived medicinal products. In recent years, China's domestic sales of traditional remedies involving snakes have exceeded hundreds of millions of dollars, and global interest is rising. From Korea to the United States, Chinese exported snake oil capsules, creams, and wines are reaching broader audiences seeking natural alternatives to pharmaceuticals. To protect this valuable sector, the government enforces strict guidelines on ingredient sourcing, labeling, and safety testing. Farms licensed to supply for medicinal purposes must follow approved breeding and harvesting methods, ensuring both product consistency and animal welfare. Ultimately, the snake's role in China goes far beyond the food chain. It is a symbol of resilience, healing, and heritage, deeply rooted in both cultural identity and modern economic strategy. Have you ever seen or tried snake wine before? If you've had the experience, type yes in the comments, or feel free to share your thoughts below. I'd love to hear from you. While snake meat and medicine steal the spotlight, snakeskin is quietly driving one of the most profitable sectors of China's snake farming industry, luxury fashion. In China, snakes are not only raised for food or pharmaceuticals. Their skins, admired for their unique patterns, strength, and exotic texture, are in high demand by high-end fashion brands. From handbags and belts to shoes and wallets, these products have become global symbols of status and sophistication. On modern Chinese snake farms, the skinning process is carried out with meticulous care to preserve quality. Once removed, the skins are clean tanned and dyed using advanced techniques that enhance their color while maintaining their natural grain. This craftsmanship has earned Chinese producers a top spot in the global exotic leather trade. The numbers speak for themselves. A single handbag made from premium snakeskin can fetch up to $4,000 in international markets. In recent years, China's snakeskin exports have exceeded $300 million annually, with growth driven by both domestic workshops and international fashion houses sourcing directly from Chinese suppliers. For rural communities, this isn't just about profit, it's a pathway to skilled employment. Local artisans, often trained within their own families, now work in specialized tanning facilities that transform raw skins into high-value luxury goods. These jobs support families and help revitalize regions once dependent on subsistence farming. At the same time, rising global awareness around ethical sourcing has prompted farms to adopt regulated practices, ensuring animals are raised and harvested humanely. Transparent supply chains not only boost credibility, but also make Chinese snakeskin more appealing to conscious consumers. From predator to premium product, the transformation of snakeskin in China is a story of craftsmanship, commerce, and cultural reinvention, proving that even the most feared creatures can hold unexpected beauty and value in the modern world. Few would expect venomous reptiles to become a path out of poverty, but in rural China, snake farming has done just that. Today, the industry supports tens of thousands of jobs across provinces like Hunan, Jiangxi, and Zhejiang. Farmers, processors, and artisans all benefit from this unexpected agricultural success. Snakes offer clear economic advantages. They need little space, eat less than traditional livestock, and yield valuable products including meat skin venom and medicinal extracts. A single breeding cycle can bring strong profits even in areas with limited land. Many farms are run by families. Younger members handle feeding and cleaning, while elders manage incubation and care, turning snake farming into a sustainable shared livelihood. In Zixixiao, also called Snake Village, the trade has sparked growth in infrastructure, training centers, and tourism. Local authorities now support the sector with subsidies and market access. Still, regulation remains key. Licensing and inspections are needed to prevent illegal activity, ensure animal welfare, and protect public health. More than just farming, snake breeding in China has become a symbol of rural transformation where danger becomes opportunity. As China's snake farming industry grows, so does the ethical debate surrounding it. The central question is whether wild instinctive animals should be domesticated for profit. Advocates argue that captive breeding reduces poaching and helps conserve wild populations, a model of conservation through commerce. But challenges remain. Escaped snakes can disrupt ecosystems or spread disease. Poor farm conditions may increase zoonotic risks, as seen in other animal industries. Animal welfare is also a concern. Snakes may not show pain visibly, but research shows they feel stress. Venom extraction and slaughter practices can be troubling if humane standards aren't enforced. Culturally, snake farming is tied to traditional medicine and cuisine. Many view it as heritage. However, rising global scrutiny brings pressure to improve ethical and environmental standards. The key is balance. Can snake farming support conservation and livelihoods without harming ecosystems or animals? Experts suggest better oversight, transparency, and responsible farming practices to protect both biodiversity and rural economies. What's your take? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear your perspective. Snake farming in China is more than a curiosity. It's a bold blend of tradition, innovation, and economic opportunity. From medicine to luxury fashion, this industry transforms fear into value. It challenges our views on ethics, sustainability, and what agriculture can look like. As global demand grows, the choices made in these farms could ripple far beyond China, shaping future conversations about food, health, and the planet. So, what do you think? Would you try snake meat if you had the chance? Do you support the use of snake venom in modern medicine? Or do you believe there are ethical lines we shouldn't cross, no matter the potential benefits? Let me know in the comments below. Type yes if you'd like to explore a snake farm one day, or drop the word ethics if you believe this topic deserves more public debate. And if you found this journey as eye-opening as I did, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to AgroWorks USA, your window into the world's most surprising farm stories. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next episode where we uncover another hidden corner of the global agricultural world. Stay curious and stay kind.